For 6 months, a PETA investigator worked undercover in the animal laboratories of the Cleveland Clinic, where an experimenter implanted these devices, called cranial windows, in the skulls of mice to see how their brains worked. Other experimenters injected mice with a chemical that caused inflammation of the nervous system. These mice struggled to walk and eventually became paralyzed from the waist down. Mice developed large skin growths that sometimes became ulcerated. This mouse scratched continuously at a growth that covered nearly half her face. An experimenter bred mice like this one to develop pelvic prolapse, a painful condition in which the uterus or rectum falls out of place. This mouse was denied any pain relief for at least 10 weeks, even though her rectal tissue turned black and died. This laboratory worker describes the cruel experiment.
At any point, do you guys use pain medication or anything to keep them comfortable? No. She's a bit hunched. Yeah.
That is our model. That's what we've been doing research on. We want them to have the prolapse.
Alright.
Because they have, some of them has enormous prolapses, really huge prolapses.
Oh wow. And they still breathe?
Oh yeah, they still breathe.
And sometimes mice were overlooked or simply forgotten. One experimenter's staff left this mouse laboring to breathe for a long time before she was finally released from her suffering. Even when the mice weren't being actively tormented, they were forced to eat, sleep, defecate, and raise their babies all in a cramped, miserable, shoebox-sized cage. Mice are sensitive and can suffer and feel pain just like dogs and cats, and they are individuals who value their lives just as we value ours. When workers failed to remove larger mice from the densely crowded boxes, some of the babies were trampled to death or cannibalized by their severely stressed parents. This worker describes the resulting deaths.
So, in the grand scheme of things, those mortalities are...
They're saying it as an acceptable amount of death.
Sort of. I mean, acceptable-ish, I guess.
Mice aren't the only animals languishing in the Cleveland Clinic's laboratories. These social, playful pigs were kept isolated in barren pens after their ears were notched repeatedly, typically without painkillers. Today, we have state-of-the-art replacements for crude experiments on animals, including human organs on a chip and 3-dimensional bioprinted tissues.